Well, it's a crazy, crazy debate if you ask me, talking about the differences between men and women and how a lot of men have been coming forward from India and has been talking about the injustice that is happening. Suddenly, there is this line of men who are coming forward and talking about the injustice that's happening with men in terms of what women are doing to them, whether it was uh, claiming alimony or whatever, giving them emotional stress, and they're committing suicides and all sorts of things. So all I feel is that today you are realizing your pain and you're coming forward and you're asking for the justice. How do you justify for a woman, for all the women in the world, where some are picked, victimized, and raped? So far, within so many years, there is no justice that India has taken a call as a nation that, you know, this is the standard judgment and there is no if and but for an act like rape, for instance. So, when women have not received their justice, on what grounds are men today expecting that they will receive their justice? So, basically, in a way, we are all even because it's like an eye for an eye. If you're a gender, you have your own potential and power. A woman also have their own potential and power, and they will fight back. They will fight back. So, not that I'm speaking on behalf of women, or I'm speaking on behalf of men, but since this question is very interesting, uh, that how do we justify this, the differences between men and women, and when today men are seeking for a solid justice for the suicides and everything wrong that is happening, and the government is against them because they are sensing the fact that the government is marketing this line, beti bachao, beti padhao, and a lot of other decisions, judgments were made in favoring women from a certain community like three talaq or whatsoever. So this is the highlight for them, and they feel that women are being quite powered, which is not really true. Which is not really true because despite these small little judgments which have taken shaped in some communities and at some level in someone's life, a lot of women are still struggling and dealing with a lot of pressure in their life. And they are not just the women who come from a rural background, they are the women who actually come from urban background. They come from an educated background, they're coming from a solid strong background of a wealthy lifestyle, of a wealthy root, I would say. They go through a lot, which is never even there in the news, which is never even there in the news. So what is happening, it is happening between masses, and that is all noise. That is all noise and fight, which is there as a form of a reaction because they are free to do that. But if you elevate yourself and if you really put yourself, when you even, when somebody asks me to write for masses, you always write for classes. So I want to say, when you try to reach at the level of classes, then you will realize classes, it is very difficult for a woman from a classy background to actually fight for freedom, to actually speak a word against anything. How many times, I mean, let me just pick up, for example, I'll say, take the biggest example. I'll take a very rich family. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. She did her last karmic movie, which was Kuch Na Kaho. How much does she speak? She speaks nothing. Barely she would speak. Her mother-in-law speaks a lot. She doesn't. On the other hand, we have uh, other actresses. Let's say the Kapoor family. All the women speak a lot. Anyone, and they have a lot of freedom to speak. So there are different backgrounds and there are different parallels to every uh, emotion, every reaction. And the more lower you go, the more noise it is, the more higher you come, the lesser the noise is. That's about it.